Happy Monday, happy Monday. Seyi, my guy. Favorite day, bro. It's actually becoming one of my favorite days, bro. Get to catch up with my guy, get to talk sports, get
I
to
mean,
talk about Shedeur.
I get to shit on you every week, so yeah, something to look forward to every week, of course. Well, yeah, like you
How are
switch it
you
up
though?
today. Say Happy Monday, not welcome. I don't know if they will notice.
we're
But
bringing
yeah,
back our Nigerianness, bro. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. But yeah, let's jump in. Let's jump in. Start off with the NBA. A lot of stuff has happened this week, bro. Shay is
yep.
going to give us insights, guys. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's go.
So yes, like international break in football, I dedicated my midweek to catching some basketball games, and yes, wasn't really great the first night, watching OKC destroy the Lakers, even though like my guy LeBron didn't play, but yeah, like I mean, we'll come back to OKC, but yeah, Lakers sort of arrested it, got 2 wins after that,
What's his
and yeah,
name? Bronny started that game. And the craziest thing about
yeah,
it,
and his
Bronny
father
started the
was
game and it was in G League.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like
what's going
LeBron
on?
was assigned to the G League, but yeah, like so Lakers fans, LeBron is coming back. He's now been cleared, so we don't know when his first game will be, but keep an eye out.
King is
Braun, the
returning.
real
King is
Braun,
returning.
coming soon
No, you don't need to say Braun,
to
just
a
the
TV
king,
screen
bro.
near you.
The king. There's
Fair
only
enough.
one king.
Detroit Pistons, yes, I caught a bit of that. They beat the Chicago Bulls without Kate Cunningham and Duran. Uh, I don't know, Yimika, what do you have to say about that? Do you have any thoughts?
Bro, I mean, we pointed out the Chicago, when they were, I think, was it 7-0 or 6-0, one of those teams that were last ones to lose a game. And the question I had was that were they going to be able to keep up that momentum? This guy Giddy has been playing lights out in terms of like both scoring, assisting, and rebounding, which he's going to do. But do they have the squad? Do they have the roster depth to keep up that challenge? It's looking like it's not likely, but we'll see where they land. Definitely, there's been improvement in Chicago, so that's one thing they can hold their head up to. But yeah, I don't see them as a title contender, to be very honest.
For sure. My game of the week, though, Friday night NBA Cup. The San Antonio Spurs close game against the Warriors, but of course, like as has been the trend this season, when Bayama playing crazy ball, not respecting his elders, but Steph Curry, Steph Curry really just had to put him in his place, man. 49 points on the night. Now, one of two players in history with back-to-back games of 45 plus points after turning 35. I mean, you guys know who the other guy is. None other than Michael Jordan. Like that is very
Big ups,
high.
big
Like
ups.
that's a very exclusive club to be in, and
So,
like big
so
up Steph Curry
the
on
one
that
interesting thing
achievement.
about that game is so Curry recently announced that he's no longer doing a partnership with Under Armour, so he's a free agent and has been rocking a lot of shoes. I believe that game he was wearing the Mamba 8. So just a little bit of like coincidence in terms of him balling out, doing things that Kobe would be doing. Just interesting.
Yeah, sure. Let's blame it on the shoes. Let's blame it on the shoes.
I'm not blaming it. I'm giving credit to the shoes that he was wearing now.
Okay,
There's no
fine.
blame
Let's
game,
give credit to the shoes. Okay,
Obviously, the
not
guy
to the
who
guy
is wearing the
actually
shoes is the
balling.
main thing, is the main guy. But still, you never know. That's super energy. That's super confidence.
Okay,
ISO.
okay. You can have that one. You can have that one.
There's
But also back to OKC. Um, Now 13-1, SG has sat out eight fourth quarters in 14 games. Like they have destroyed the other team so much. Yeah, Shea, go and rest. Like we don't need you in the fourth quarter. Like those guys are just playing phenomenal. Like is anyone going to stop them? Are they going to slow down? Long season, we'll see. Ah,
Again, they still have more some of their guys to come back. I don't think Jalen Williams is back yet. I don't
nope,
think
he's
he's
not.
yeah. I know
Exactly.
Dort has returned back.
Holmgren is
I
back as
know
well.
yeah, Holgren
Holmgren is
is
back.
back, but he's not fully fit and everything. But they're deep. They're deep. That guy Mitchell that I was telling you about, bro, he is looking like a steal because I think they signed him to a 3-year deal um in the summer for like 9 million. Like that's 3 million per year. And like I said, they still have who's the draft pick that they have? They have New Orleans draft pick. No, not New Orleans. Sorry, I'm confusing who they have, but they have potentially two top 10 picks in this draft class again. So they might
Wow.
reload, and this draft class is one of the deepest draft class they're projecting right now. So they might be reloading their squad for the next 10 years.
But I just want to point something out though. Like we actually have to give credit to their front office because like having draft picks is one thing, like as we know, right? But like actually drafting well over and over again, like yeah, hands up, credit to them, man.
Sam
Credit to
Presti,
them.
bro. Sam Presti, bro. One of the top GMs in the ever in the league. So he's done a madness from the. I mean, we're about to talk about some of the guys he drafted earlier. So I'll hand it back to you.
Yeah, I mean, friend of the show, Anonymous, her favorite player, Russell Westbrook, second player to
Who is
25K
anonymous?
points.
Drop a
And
name. Drop a name. Like let
bro,
them
that's
get the
that's
shout
literally
out,
her
bro.
name. That's literally her name, bro. Like that's her DJ name, DJ Anonymous. Like Russell Westbrook is her favorite player. Don't worry, you get to meet her in May next year. We'll come to that at some point on the show in the course of 2026. But yeah, like second player to 25K points and 10K assists. Like it sounds great. It sounds great and credit to him. But the other player that has this is on 42,000 points, guys. 42,000 points plus LeBron James.
Bro,
My
I
goat.
mean, Russ has his own
My
records that
goat.
he'll hold, which is the main point about him. Like I think he's the leader in triple doubles, and I don't think anybody will ever
Yeah.
surpass him. And like he's the
I mean,
most all round player, and I think that's
records are
been
there
his.
to be broken, but
No, they're there,
not
but bro,
anytime soon.
I don't know
Not
who's going to
anytime
break
soon.
that record. The point I'm just trying to make is that a lot of people going into this league were talking about Russ needs to retire. I probably was one of those people thinking like, from last season, not really showcasing like the true Russ that he always was, in terms
Yeah.
of scoring and his defense and things like that. But Baba stayed humble. He was signed pretty late into the free agency. He was playing a bench role. Now he's been elevated to the starting role for the Kings. Dennis Schroeder has been moved to the bench, just doing his thing, being impact player off the bench and just playing hard, playing playing hard. Yeah, that's his MO. Playing hard and just doing all the dirty things, grabbing rebounds, throwing assists. So big up to Russ. We're rooting for him. We want to see him at least have like a nice season. We don't know if this is last season, but we're still rooting for him.
Yes, sir. Well, so I kept my promise, guys. Like I actually watched basketball this week. Football is coming
All right,
back.
guys, we'll get Seyi to
I'll
do
I'll
more.
I'll I'll I'll, I'll try. I'll try. I'll try. I'll try. But
But
yes,
yeah, switch it up to college football. I know this is your favorite segment besides football. But yeah,
for sure.
what's up?
So college football, no Colorado this weekend. Thank God. I mean, thank
Did
God.
they not play or we're actually now eliminating them from
They
the
didn't
segment?
play now. They didn't
Okay.
play.
Guys, I've been voting, I've been trying to get
They
Shea to
didn't
move on
play.
from the Buffs. Like he doesn't listen. Just
Bro,
doesn't listen.
anywhere Prime is, I'm there. I'm sorry. Like the loyalty is
Okay.
the Prime, not the program. I don't know
Don't
the
worry.
program
At
for
the end of the
Adam.
season, we'll know where Prime is located and we'll see if you
And
follow
if
him.
he's jobless, then I don't have anything in here.
Amen.
It's simple as that.
Amen.
I mean, I'm not
I'm
praying for
not
him to
praying
get
for you to
fired.
get fired, please.
I'm not praying for Prime to
Prime.
get fired. But I mean, Prime will be alright, fired or not. Uh Staying in the Big 12. Number 16, Georgia Tech, top of the Big 12 standings, came close to a surprising loss at Boston College, but yeah, they ended up getting their 36-34 win and remain top of Big 12 standings. But yeah, moving on to the Big 10, number 2, Indiana beats Wisconsin 31-7. No surprises there. There's no news there at all. Number 1, Ohio State won 48-10 at UCLA. They are still resting Carnell Tate. I mean, clearly they have bigger fish to fry if they can keep resting this
Bro,
guy. Like, I mean, they need him for the playoffs. So yeah, please
those
rest
guys are
up, my
going to be
boy. Rest
different.
up, rest up. So reigning champs, unbeaten, now 10-0, and to be fair, they haven't been tested the way Indiana has been tested and some other
Bro, they
teams.
faced the
But
competition that is in
you
front
can
of them.
only beat what's in front of you. So I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm like they are number 1 and they deserve to be.
They put the nail in the coffin for Penn State, bro. Like, don't like what Penn State is now. Like, Penn State wasn't looking like that when they played Ohio. So, like, come on.
But since then, I mean,
And since then, it's what it is. But like, bro, like, don't diminish them. And they
like UCLA beat Penn State, and I was thinking UCLA was a team, right? Well, I mean, we see what Penn State became this season, so let's not really use Penn State. Anyway, moving on. Number 8, Oregon.
Bro, you forgot that they also beat Oregon when Oregon was number 1. Just put respect on the name. Just a little respect on the name. Just a little.
They are the number 1 team in the country for a reason, and I am not in any doubt in any account whatsoever questioning their credentials. I'm just saying, like,
all right, cool.
They should be ready. Number 8, Oregon beats Minnesota for 2-13. No news there, of course. And USC with a 26-21 win at Iowa. They're sniffing around playoff picture. They're there, they're not there. We'll see. Jumping to the SEC, number 3, Texas A&M, the current team at the top of the SEC standings, continue their blistering form, recording a school record 31-30 win against South Carolina. Guys, at halftime, the score was 30-3. 30-3. Kicker had missed 2 field goals. Nothing was going right for the offense. And second half, they did not concede any points. And they scored 28 without reply. Like, only in college football. Only in college football, guys. Like,
yeah, that definitely was one of the biggest like comebacks. I think in SEC history, maybe even in college football history.
I don't know.
They
But
just
I
went
know
to the beast
that's
mode.
definitely like school record comeback. Like, it has never happened in the history of Texas A&M. But yeah, like, I think they're now a 10-win school this season. I think they have 10 wins now. And yeah, on the other side of Texas, the number 10 Texas Longhorns lost 10-35 at Georgia. I had been, putting this on my calendar. Like, I had put this on my calendar before the Texas bye last week, and I really wanted to see how they were going to play against Georgia and Georgia's very stout defense. And yeah, couldn't muster up more than 10 points of offense, and they were disgraced out of Georgia, losing 10-35. And yeah, Georgia is looking really good, guys. Like, they're number 5, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, they will only continue to get better.
I mean, it looked competitive in this first half, but ultimately, bro, like that Georgia D, bro.
That defense wears you down. Like, when you see that you're not going, like, bro, stop after stop after stop, man.
Don't worry, we know where their future is. It's like almost like a train or a factory. They do well in Georgia. They go to the NFL and they land in Philly. That's the train. You know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm talking about. Let's
That's
not
fine.
list
That's
them
fine.
all. Let's not list them
That's
all.
fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I won't argue. I won't argue. But
Carter, Davis, N'Kobe D. Do you want me to keep going?
there's no argument here now.
Okay, sorry,
There go
sorry.
factory for you guys. You thank God for your defensive lives.
We'll talk more about
Anyway,
that later. Let's go.
exactly, exactly.
Sorry. I'm just excited.
Well, number 11, Oklahoma won 43-21 at number 4, Alabama. And yes, the Alabama Crimson Tide can thank their kicker, Tulsi, and their quarterback, Ty Simpson, for this loss. Um, yeah, that guy shouldn't have missed that kick. And um, on Ty Simpson, like NFL executives have been rumored to see, like be saying, yeah, they're not really convinced by the guy and his inability to shine when the lights are brightest. And yeah, like he threw 28 for 42, like 326 yards, like good numbers if you check the box score, but like when the going was tough, like at the biggest moments, did he deliver? Couldn't drive his team down the field, couldn't score. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm mixed opinion about him because I've seen him play and he's very been he's shown himself like as a sure guy, like maybe just not a big arm and someone who's sort of going to like drive a team to win, but in a good system, he can be someone that facilitates and is consistent with getting first downs and scoring touchdowns. We'll see. Like ultimately, like the NFL shows that who are the top most flashy guys like Caleb Williams. Like not to say like he's not doing well, but he's not the best quarterback in that his draft class. You have Drake May, you have the guy from Commanders,
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, as like looking a lot better than him. Even Bo Nix looks a lot better than him. So sometimes like not having too much hype around you is actually a better position for you to get into the league, sort of learn the system and then develop from there. So I'm not going to say he doesn't have the capabilities to be a top player, but as of right now, let's just say he's not showcasing it as consistently as you would like to see.
Well, fair enough. Fair point, and I actually agree.
Wow.
Biggest winner this weekend in college, though, in the SEC, number 7 Ole Miss winning 34-24 against Florida, and yeah, like with that win, they are most likely going to secure a playoff spot, given Alabama lost at Oklahoma. Sorry, Alabama lost to Oklahoma. Yeah, definitely interesting next few weeks in the SEC, in the Big Ten. We'll see how the
Same.
12 teams. We'll see the 12 teams that make it to the playoffs, basically, and yeah, how that goes. I think we can move to the pros now, Yimika.
Yeah. So as we know, the NFL is trying to do this global tour, and this week's game was played in Madrid, the Commanders against the Dolphins. Shout out to my my friend who is also a supporter of the Commanders. Like tough loss for them, but they'll continue to persevere until Jaden Daniels gets back. But the question I was going to throw out there is like, where do you think the NFL is going next? I know they are planning to go to Australia next year. With all the Nigerian talent across the league, is there a shout out for Nigeria or just Africa in general? See if they can potentially find some gems and things like that, build out their viewership, maybe.
Right. I don't know, man, but they definitely need to do a lot more scouting. They definitely need to do a lot more scouting in Nigeria. Like they wouldn't regret it. Like they wouldn't regret it. Like
Yeah,
100%. Like
fairs. And we had the Bengals play the Steelers. Bro, this game was I don't know how to explain it. Like just the battle of like two mediocre teams. Steelers obviously are looking like a lot better. They want to continue staying on top of their division with 34-12 win. But Rogers did get hurt. Doesn't look like it's too serious because it's non-throwing arm, but he did not finish the game. Rudolph was the one that finished the game, and they still whooped the Bengals. I think the biggest controversy was Jamar Chase saying he did not spit on someone, but there's clearly evidence of
We
him
caught the
of,
guy 8 game,
of
man. I don't know
fluids
what
coming throughout, and Ramsey got ejected based off reacting based off that. So NFL has to definitely comment about that because if they're only going to take off throughout Ramsey, but this guy is spitting on him, like you've got to at least ban him or something
Bro,
retrospective.
I definitely think he gets a 1 game fine, 1 game suspension at least, man.
Or not even the suspension, maybe they'll fine him. You know the NFL, like sometimes money talks, and that's all that's required.
God, the money doesn't do anything to these guys like that, man. Like they're making M's. Like Jamar Chase, is that not the highest paid wideout in the league? Like, what's
Bro,
the fine going to
they
this
can
guy?
fine him now. No, Goodell knows how to make money. Going on to probably the biggest game I would say this weekend was the Bucks, the Bills. Both 6-2 teams. The question was Allen going to bounce back or was the Bucks going to bounce back? And it looks like Allen with 3 touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. Like I keep having to add that because everybody just highlights 6 touchdowns. Crazy fantasy scores, okay, but two crazy
He
interceptions.
did answer when called upon, though. He did
Okay, fair.
answer when called upon.
Sorry, I said 6-2, but it's 6-3. Both of them are
6-3.
6-3. So now the Bucks are 6-4, and the Bills now are 7-3. So we'll see. I mean, the both teams are not looking very dominant, but I think these two teams have potential to be sleepers, whether they go through the wild card situation or they actually just make it into the playoffs. Like they will be tough teams to play.
It definitely had a playoff game feel to it.
Yeah, it was a gunslinging situation. I think you said there were a couple of Ojoro situations that the refs were playing their role, but
Oh, don't worry now. We'll visit it in your own game. Don't worry. We'll visit it in your own game.
okay. Yeah, you have some teams that you wanted to just talk us through. Some quick shout out.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned last week, but again, the Bears 5 wins, games losing at some point with 2 minutes or less. Now, last week it was 4, this week 5, because I don't know, they just keep pulling wins out of the hat. Like I don't get it. 7-3 now. Tough schedule to finish the season, but I'm sorry, I can't bet against them anymore. Like anything is possible with those guys. And like in a season like this season, like one thing about me that you guys should know already, like when I'm a hater, I don't hide it. Like I don't like the KC Chiefs, right? And the Chiefs are now 5-5, guys. 5-5 after 10 games. Mahomes and the Chiefs, 0 win out of 5 in one score games this season. Like the juju is definitely done. Like it's done. Like Mahomes can't carry these guys anymore. And yeah, shout out to the Rams. The Rams beat the Seahawks 21-19 to go
That
top
was
of
a
the
tough game.
NFC temporarily. Like the Eagles, did what they needed to do. Sam Darnold, though, the biggest talking points from this game, 4 interceptions. Like I'm so sorry. That like is egregious. Like there's no other word to use to describe 4 interceptions, but that shit was egregious. Like yes, the Seahawks have a crazy defense, like lights out defense. Like that is the only reason why that game was 21-19. Like it shouldn't have been that close. Like 4 interceptions from your quarterback, like it's just crazy work. But yeah, like
Crazy catch from GSN though. Just had to shout out that guy.
yeah,
Looking like
one-handed
the
catch. Yeah. For
top
sure, for sure,
receiver.
for sure, for sure. Like Ohio State, Ohio State.
But yeah, well, let's quickly dive into the Eagles
Your
game.
game.
Unfortunately, it was too late. Guys did not get to watch it, but from what I saw, it was clearly like a situation where our defense was the dominant force. Hence why I was, repping the Georgia guys. A lot of pressure, a lot of disruption, and also great coverage. So those were sort of like the three factors. AJ Brown got his targets. I think the most this season, 11 targets or 12 targets and 7 catches. But again, not really a dominant performance, under 50 yards, no touchdown. It's there's clearly an issue with the Eagles' pass offense. There's clearly like limitations to what they're having this guy do, Jalen Hurts. Some of it is the calls, some of it is actually Hurts not seeing plays and reads and things like that. So I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Like they keep winning, but it feels like there could be a situation where the tires come off the bus and it just crashes. So I'm hoping like one, they sort of clear the air and they sync up a little bit better. But yeah, I don't know. What else did you see in the game? Did you get to watch it?
Yeah, I watched the game, and I think the biggest thing for me is shout out to the Eagles defense.
Those
Um,
two D tackles, bro. Sorry.
Jared
Go on.
Jared Goff, Jared Goff, since I've been watching him and the Lions actively, I've never seen him look that uncomfortable on that center. You hit the quarterback feels pressure so much that at some point it starts to tell on your mind, and you're really trying to release the ball as quickly as possible. And it's like the Eagles just figured that out. And every time these guys are just hands in the air, hands in the air,
It's through the
taking the
middle,
pass,
bro.
taking
That's
the
why I
pass.
keep saying those two guys.
Jalen Phillips, Jalen Carter, right? I think the other guy is Jalen Phillips, right?
No,
The
Davis.
other, the
Davis.
other, okay, whoever the other guy
Jordan
is,
Davis and
Jordan
Jalen
Davis
Carter.
and Jalen Carter. Yes, bruh, those guys, man,
No,
man.
and the thing about it is Carter
And
has
Vic
always been.
Fangio, his defensive schemes, showing different things. Man, I felt bad for Golf. I felt bad for Golf, and I felt bad for the Lions defense because I felt the Lions defense actually did well against you guys.
Yeah,
A lot of your offensive lack of productivity was good defense on the part of the Lions, right?
true.
I felt they actually played well, and yeah, that
They
late
were a tough defensive team
that
last
late
season, so
call
it's
that
not.
was not supposed to be a call. Yeah, if who knows what would have happened if the Lions actually had a chance to drive the ball down the field, because you guys were about to throw the ball over to them. But yeah, deserve overall, Eagles deserve to win. I think Eagles fans should not be as worried as last night might make it seem, right? Because you will not play the Lions every week.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not even worried about the low scoring. I think for me, it's the chemistry in the team. That's my biggest issue, and it's like that in itself has nothing to do with their play on the field. It's just more just making sure everybody's on the same page. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to quickly shout
Fair.
out Jordan Davis because, bro, Jalen Carter has been a known entity in the Eagles defense since he was drafted. But Jordan Davis was drafted the season before, had a good rookie season, but taped off a little bit um, during our Super Bowl run. And I think this year he's really sort of taking his game to the next level and showing himself both disruptive and his agility and mobility. So yeah, the pressure is coming through the middle, and that's the worst place that any quarterback would want pressure. But yeah, let's flip over to what I thought was the most entertaining game, where I switched off red zone and I focused on this once our quarterback, what is it, number 12,
Yeah,
came into the
legendary.
game.
Perfect timing.
Came into
That
the
wasn't so perfect.
game.
I wish we
uh,
had more time to discuss this. I wish we had more time to discuss this.
yes.
But
But
yeah,
let me just quickly highlight Lamar Jackson, terrible performance, 0 passing touchdowns, was looking very fragile, not really trying to get outside the pocket. Um, they win 23-16. Shedeur comes into the game second half, post Dylan Gabriel sort of hit concussion protocol.
yep.
Had a couple of, I think, 4 to 5 drives to potentially move the ball. Only completed about 4 passes out of 17. Sorry, 5.
4-16.
4 out of
4-16.
4 out of 15. one of the worst passing records, passer ratings recorded.
13.5 passer rating to be precise.
Um,
13.5.
I was just altogether looking uncomfortable. Now, Seyi brought up the fact that he hasn't been, taking first team snaps, which is valid, which I think is a valid point. But I always say that
Very
in, in
valid.
in this league that has very little opportunities based on, let's not even get into the number of um, roster roles and things like that. Within the quarterback room, there's no more than 3 or 4 quarterbacks. If you get an opportunity, you got to demonstrate your talent. You got to show your talent. And I just don't think he showed his talent in that. He was a little bit too hyped to get a first down, not really like reading the room and understanding what needs to happen. Like, bro, what you're doing is one for you. And one thing I did notice was that the team was really supportive of Shedeur being positive or performing well. So when he made completions, everybody sort of celebrated him and was hyped for him, which is something that maybe indicates that the team is more for Shedeur and they think he has the potential to be a better quarterback. But
We
from
know what
my
the team
eye,
wants.
from
We know
my
what the team
eye,
wants.
he did not look like someone who has been dying and waiting for that opportunity. Because, like I always say, bro, when you get that chance, if you do not show your talent, bro, sometimes that opportunity doesn't come back again. So, any more points from you, Seyi? Let the
Like
audience be
as I
the,
said,
the
as I
judge.
said, I wish I had more time, but I don't want the episode to get too long, right? So I'm just going to keep it as brief as possible. If you want to hear the rest, like DM me. Okay.
Or no, put comments. Comment if you want a special Shedeur session. We'll give you 15 minutes of going back and forth. Me and Seyi
Yes, like
alone.
I can pull a skip bayless and even do it solo, right? And just rant all the rants I want to rant. But yeah, like on a more serious note, like I even told Yimika before the game, right? That like I don't really want to see Shedeur this season because like I know it's not going to look great. And like him looking as bad as he did, right, was is indefensible, like looking that bad. Like there's no excuse for that. But there's context, right? And we can't ignore the context. Like imagine the offensive line coming out saying they have not even heard your cadence, that's the first time they are hearing your cadence. Like on the first time Shedeur got sacked, the commentator even said it that the ball came out late. Like that, like there was like the timing of the offensive line was definitely not there. And you know, some 1 inch here, 1 inch the other way, like some of those drops could have been completions, and like it's have been a whole different story. Like the last, the last incompletion, right, to seal the win for the Ravens. The Ravens were actually lined up offsides. The rest missed it. Like, and that would have just been automatic first down because it was 4th and 5. But like just things like that, right? I just want people to not judge him based off of that performance because that is Dylan Gabriel's game plan. He just came in because Gabriel couldn't finish the game. Like bro, go and speak to people who have actually played the position. Like the game plan is drawn up for the QB that is going to start. They don't draw up game plan for the backup, right? You
Bro,
are just coming there to finish the game,
I
and he's
hear all
literally
this.
playing his first
I hear
NFL snap. So like you can't expect it to be clean and
I
nice.
hear all
Come
of
on.
this, but I
Like
just
there's a
always
reason why even first round picks get some minutes in the preseason because they don't want your first snaps to be live action. And bro, he played against the Ravens, bro. Like not like he came in and played against the New York Jets. Like the Ravens, they're not scrubs, guy. They're one of the best. Like their defense that is getting hot right now. They've won what 4 straight now or something. But yeah, like I don't want it to get too long. Like I'm just going to leave it. If he
guys.
gets the chance
Are we
to
giving
train
Shedeur a
this
second
whole week,
chance,
if he gets the chance to train this
or are
whole week
we done hearing all this buff
and he starts
nonsense?
the game against the Raiders
Please
and
put it
does
in
well,
your comments.
y'all y'all gonna eat your
team
words.
Seyi or are you team Yimika? Like what team are you on? What team are
Perfect
you on?
timing, perfect timing, perfect timing. I
So
don't
we'll
get
just
changed.
conclude.
There's no change.
We'll
Perfect
just
timing.
conclude to explain that the Premier League or football is on international breaks. A couple of qualifiers happening. Unfortunately, Nigeria has fumbled the bag as always. So I've switched my official allegiance to my secondary home, which is Great Britain, who happen to qualify 100%. Boy Saka, like always, doing beautiful things. Eze doing beautiful things. Please, can we relax on Phil Foden and making passes? Like, people have to score the goals. Like, it's not just soft pass that makes Phil Foden great again. And Jude, relax, bro. Like, you might be coming off the bench, which is great for England. Anyhow, we'll have more commentary about football next week, obviously. The return of Premier League. Arsenal is playing Tottenham, big game on Sunday. And the following week, we have the return of Champions League. Arsenal is playing Bayern, big game. Sorry, Seyi, we're talking about big boy leagues right now. So we'll come back to United
we'll see you guys
when it's relevant.
We'll see you guys
when it's relevant.
I've taken enough. We'll see you guys
But
next
guys,
week, okay?
appreciate you guys as always. Much love, much respect. Please, as always, feel free to share, like, subscribe, throw it in your comments. There's been a lot of controversy this episode. Are you team Shedeur needs to, like, we need to move on from the Shedeur hype, or are you rolling your watch, rolling your wrist? Anyhow, thank you as always.
Bye guys.
Have a great one. Bye.